able to hear us. Dr. Bongiwe Mali.
Hello, Sisi, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clearly.
Yes.
Let me greet you officially and welcome you to the show. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Thandi. I really appreciate it. I'm feeling honored.
All right, all right, all right. Masukunike chance a little bit to tell us a bit about who you are and how you got into the world of business.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Bongiwe Mali Swelindawo. I was born in Port Elizabeth, Gqeberha. And then
Bebe.
I moved. Yes, I always forget that we have a beautiful name called for our town called Gqeberha. I am currently in Cape Town. I passed matric many months ago,
Mm-hmm.
came to Cape Town, study here, and never went back to you guys in the Eastern Cape to stay, but to visit. So yes, I'm currently here, and I'm a professional. Actually, I'm a regional property manager for the city of Cape Town.
Wow.
But I currently do writing as a hobby, I would say. But my wish is to actually do it like on full-time basis and leave the professional environment.
Okay, that's interesting. I always think about authors as people that form part of the business space because you can actually make a lot of money out of it. So I know, but one can be able to experience a different kind of success that is through the revenue they generate in selling the books. But I want
No,
to give.
definitely.
Yes, yes. So I want to talk about what inspired you to write this specific book. I mean, the title is amazing. The title is amazing. I don't know if when we see the title it means what we think, but maybe let me give you a chance to first tell us a little bit about what inspired you to write the book, and where did this thinking come about from?
Okay. Thank you again for that question. Tandy, I I watch a lot of celebrities doing their thing,
Mm,
um, presenting to us their gifts, shining out there. But I
mm,
also look at their lives and see a dark side as well,
okay.
generally in many celebrities' lives.
Mm,
And mostly it's because of the pressure that the particular industry that a person belongs to, has. And if they are not well equipped, they do not know how to better navigate the space of celebrity
mm,
life. And because of that, they make too much blunders. Because of that, they
mm,
derail a lot. And when they do, they invite to themselves many problems like sicknesses, like speaking out of turn,
mm,
always having to defend themselves on issues that people are accusing them of. Then I
mm,
thought, let me write a book that will assist a person called celebrity or a public figure better navigate this pressurized environment that they operate in order to not only focus on the negativities around them, but also continue shining their gift in the
mm,
process. And
mm.
that is what fueled me then to write the book.
All right. And
Mm.
at the back of my mind, I actually thought maybe you were a celebrity yourself. Like you are writing from from being in the limelight, that's what I was assuming. Those were my assumptions, but
That is what is actually interesting about this book is written by a person that is nobody, a no name,
okay.
writing for people that are known.
Mm,
And I think because of that, the book is really objective
okay.
because it's written by a person that is not
On the
walking
outside. On the
in the,
outside.
you say yes.
Yeah.
And
All right.
that is why I really hope that many celebs will be able to read the book.
Mm. All right. I was also promised a copy, so I will definitely read the book out loud. Like it's so intriguing.
Okay.
But just as someone like me who has never had the copy, who has never read the book, give us a high level synopsis of the book. What can one expect from the book? I see you started to touch a little bit on it to say that
Yes.
it's to give the life of celebrities and the challenges they navigate. Maybe after reading the book, one can be able to navigate it better. But I want you to, go a little bit further to say, what can a potential reader, expect to gain from the book?
Okay. First of all, I acknowledge that this journey has lots of pleasures, rubbing shoulders with big people in the
Mm,
industry,
mm,
Um, even if you come from a very indistinct, insignificant background, but you manage to meet up with people that are making it big in whatever they are doing, and
mm,
you finally get that breakthrough in life where you're no longer, for instance, in a poverty environment. So that
mm,
is the pleasure of being a celebrity. However, if you are not well equipped, um, personally, your character is not well polished, you will
mm,
also attract pressures in this beautiful journey that you have just entered.
mm,
Some of those pressures would be made by yourself as a celebrity, and
mm,
some of them will be made by people around you. And the trick is how you respond, how
mm,
you cope. And this
mm,
is how the book will help you. The book will ensure that you understand each person that you are associated with as a celebrity, whether they are your manager, whether they are your producer, whether they are fans, whether they are family and friends. Because the moment you step into this role, people kind of look at you differently and
yeah.
treat you differently. And so the book will also then give you tools on how to then manage all these relationships that you
Mm,
have as a celebrity.
mm,
Yes.
mm. I think that's quite powerful. And when we actually dive deep and look at most celebrity journeys, sometimes you literally get thrown in it. Like you are doing your craft, your thing, whatever it is at a
Yes.
small scale, and then boom, at some point, you get like a breakthrough, or you are hurt by the right person, or who can open doors. And it's like there's a whole shift that happens in a very, for most,
Yes.
in a very short space of time, from zero to you know
Yes.
and
Yes.
there's no training in between.
No. And for you, because you are loving and are passionate about what you do, your whole mindset is focusing on just doing this. Whereas there are so much of other things that you needed to look at in
Mm.
terms of even the contracts that you get. You cannot just be happy about, yes, I'm finally getting a recording deal, but you need to ensure what does the contract entails, and you need to ensure that you are not given a one size fits all kind of contract. You are given a
Mm.
contract that will also be informed but what you want as a celebrity as well, what will work for you as a celebrity as well. Those are the things that the book will help you navigate your journey better than before.
All right. And talking about that, we don't have to mention names, but recently there has been a prominent creative in the industry that has passed on. And there were things that were coming up around the space of contracting and all those things. And we don't have to mention names, but I'm sure you get what I mean.
I
And
understand you.
and you know what? At first, I was very angry also with the people that were angry on the person's behalf. But then I took another step and said, but what if the conditions were provided in the contracts to say this is the deal? But because you are just a young person from a rural space and all that, maybe you didn't read, and maybe you did sign and agree to this. We can have a conversation
Exactly.
about exploitation on the side, but if on black and white it says that you're supposed to get 2 cent and you signed and accepted 2 cent, then how do we discuss it from a legal perspective? There's no grounds.
Exactly. And generally, contracts or legal documents are boring. I only look at my employment contract when I need to understand a particular thing in it, when I'm craving something. But otherwise, nobody wants to really look at contracts. And that is why we need to also ensure that our legal associates are also put on board to ensure that they assist us in this journey. So
Mm.
these are the things that really that celebrities needs to look at before being excited about giving us your gift. You need to protect your gift from us as well as the
Wow.
various people that will be navigating this journey with you.
And then also, another thought is just coming to my mind right now. There's another prominent celebrity that a couple of weeks ago, I don't know if you've seen this one. It was not as big. She released a video explaining because people were her fans and some people were bullying her around the issue of is she pregnant or not pregnant, babies and all that, and the conversation was sparked to say, where do you draw the line between my personal space as a public figure, as a celebrity, the things that I would like to divulge, the things that are, and then someone was saying, but in contrast, because you are there, you've put your life there, then you've given us everything. I think it's hard water.
Exactly. Exactly. You do not have to respond to everything. I think that's what the book is also saying. When
Mm,
it's personal, you also need to have that pride that says that this is personal. I know it better because it's happening to me on my personal space. So I don't
mm,
have to tell the public about it. Remember, the public, it's a lot of people that are coming from different backgrounds that don't even understand what you all about. But for a reason that I do not know, they feel like they have a say in your life. So you don't,
yay.
when you're a celebrity, you have less movements, you have less words as well, because the more you move, the more you talk, you just make yourself vulnerable to all these people that are
Mm.
not for you, that are against everything that you're all about.
Wow. I think you know what, that book needs to arrive because I just need to read the And then let's talk about the creative process for you then, because I understand that
Yes.
you're talking about celebrities. Most of the time, celebrity status and public figure status comes because of your gift. So I can also say that as Dr. Bongiwe, you have a gift of writing. Whether in my mind, I'm thinking just because you're doctor, you might be a doctor of philosophy, that's where you gain the writing skill. I don't know. But talk us through the creative process behind you actually writing a book. How long did you take to write this book? Do you even know what process did you follow? Do you get in a zone to write? Things like that. Give us a little bit of insight on your creative process.
Yes, I have got PhD in property management, and
Okay.
research writing is totally different from the books that I write, the inspirational writing. So
Okay.
the inspirational writing part of it is not something that I'm educated on. It's something that is a gift to me, and
Wow.
because of that, I can write forever without even getting tired, because it's a gift that I enjoy.
Um, mm,
And so God had given, in this gift, God had also given me an eye to look at things beyond what every other person is seeing. I always analyze every little situation around me and see things that not everybody sees. As a result, I managed to understand when a person is authentic about what they say, or just saying it for the sake of saying it. So that
mm,
helps me, because I'm not even as I said, I'm not even a celebrity, but looking at reality shows, looking at movies, looking at celebrity news, I get so much insights about the celebrity life. And
mm,
that gives me inspiration to then write about that. So yes, I write, but I have got a team of people that also assist me in my writing, like editors. I have
mm,
an editor that works with me in ensuring that then this book it's understandable, because
mm,
when you write inspirational, you can even also write without even knowing informal language, so they put it together nicely so that when you as a reader read it, you get to understand exactly what it means.
mm,
So it's things like that. And I've got now Hlahla Consulting, led by Silendawo, who
mm.
they publish, the people that contacted you, for instance, they
Yes.
also ensure that then I market the book as well. So marketing is also part of it. Yeah.
That's very interesting. How long did it take for you to finish this one? Do you remember?
This particular one, I think it took me 3 months.
Ah,
It
there's
it
no.
takes me, it doesn't take me long to write a book. As a result, in 1 year, I can write 4 books.
No. This is unfair.
Easy, easy,
No, no, no.
ABC. It's
Dr.
because it's
Bongi,
a gift
this
that
is
I
unfair.
have.
Ay. When people write books for years and the person is like, I spent 4 years writing this book, and you're like, yo,
Yeah,
ne ke
yeah.
hanja.
I
When
always say to people they need to focus more on what they are gifted in more than what everybody is doing.
not to
I see
copy.
that writing books at the moment is fashionable. Everybody wants to write a book. There's
Mm,
nothing wrong with it. But I think if you want to do it as quick as possible, whatever is it that is your life purpose, focus on that which you have a gift on. Yes.
wow, that is very, very interesting. And how do you start? Like, when you start, do you have an end goal? Do you have like a vision? I don't know how to put this. Like, is the book finished in your head? Or do you create a structure, or does the book evolve as you go? Like, do you start by a contents page? I don't know. I'm trying to get insight here.
Yes, yes. No, I just make an index for me. As I
Okay.
say, when I look at a situation, I analyze it a lot. And then I just, wherever I go, I must have a pen and a piece of paper because I
Okay.
need to write things that I know that will fit nicely into a particular book that is in my mind. So
Mm,
that's how I do it. I always write things and I always ensure that this particular aspect of life will be featured better in this particular book of mine that I
sure.
intend to write.
Sure.
So I make a glossary of all these issues that I need to write about for a particular audience or community. And then I
Mm,
write a book based on that. At first, it's not well structured, but I just write based on those topics. Then only after writing based on all those topics, and you get more insights as you write, then
mm,
I start structuring it according to what I would like to see,
mm,
or according to ensuring that the reader will be able to navigate it from A right to Z and not just
mm,
in between like that. Yes.
Wow, that is
So it
really.
must be logic in a way that it's written. It must be very logic so that a person understands where we come from with this topic and till the end and what
Mm.
is educating me as a reader in between.
Wow, that is really wonderful. I think we are definitely learning a lot. And what would you say is the best part about being an author? Like, what do you like or enjoy the most
Doing what
about
I
being an
enjoy, doing what I love about
Okay.
being an author.
Mm,
I just love what I do. I just love writing. Writing for me is really something that gives me so much pleasure and so
mm,
much inspiration. And so as a result, I don't like to be amongst lots of people all the time. I like to be alone because when I want to use people in such a way that when I'm with you, I gather inspiration from what you're saying and what you're doing. But after that, I need to be alone for a very
to
long time
write.
so that I can ensure that I write as much as possible.
Wow. Now, as someone who is able to have this skill, and I'm of the perception that skills can be learned. I always
Yes.
believe, you can learn a skill, you can learn a new skill. I understand also your perspective of saying hone your gift, But for someone who has started the writing journey, or who's struggling, or is thinking about getting into it, or would like to improve their writing skill, what would you advise them do? Like, what do you think one can do to improve the way they write or their writing skill?
First of all, I think a person needs to identify a particular genre that they feel they'll be comfortable in writing, whether it's a
Sure.
self-help book that you would like to write, or it's your biography, or
Mm,
it's poetry. Identify that which you think you'll be comfortable in and start reading that genre from different authors so that you understand how you write a novel, for instance. I haven't written a novel yet. So one day when I feel like I'm comfortable about writing a novel, I'll have to read about 5 novels from different authors so that I can get insights of how you write a novel as opposed to how you write a drama, for instance. And
mm,
after that, I think reading and being curious, be curious about what's happening in and around you and in different industries as well. It helps in ensuring that you cover a very nice read for people out there.
mm. That is really, really wonderful. As we are wrapping up, Dr. Bongiwe, I'd like to give you an opportunity to just, tell us, where do we find the book? How do what do we do in order for us to get a hold of the book?
Yes, it's in my business website,
Mm-hmm,
www.lilitainspiration.co.za. Otherwise, you can WhatsApp me as well, 063
mm-hmm,
823 3958.
So this is the only book that you've published, or you've got others?
There's lots of them in that website.
Okay, sure.
Everybody will have a book for them. So even if you are not a celebrity, there is a book for you.
Wow, that's really, really wonderful.
Mm.
Dr. Bongiwe, thank you
That's-
so much
I'm
for
busy now writing a book for parents. So as I say, I write for every little thing on earth under the sun.
So now we're focusing on parenting after this one, ne?
Yes.
A very interesting world to navigate. We definitely need a whole lot more parenting books as parents. I'm also a parent,
Yes.
so
Yeah, definitely.
we need that one.
It looks like you need a lot of my books.
I do. I'm definitely going to be visiting the website, and I'm also going to be seeing
Yes.
some of your other offerings there. Otherwise, thank you so much for coming through. It has been a
Thank you
beautiful.
so much, Thandi. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. You're such a good interviewer, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you, doctor. Thank you and
Thanks.
goodbye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. Enjoy your day.
You too.